Hi guys, so I'm back today with another video and it's actually quite different to what I've been doing recently. I came across this app called Zombies Run on TikTok and I thought everyone kind of knew about this app, but when I spoke to my friends actually no one had heard of it. So basically this whole video is about the app Zombies Run. I tested it out and to see if it was actually useful. So yeah, basically I saw loads of things come up on TikTok about this app and it's supposed to help you get into running or just going outside and exercising more. If you guys have watched me for a while, you might have picked up on the fact that I really struggle to get myself into doing stuff like that. So I've done this for 5 days, so I've got a good idea about what it's like, how I feel and all that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna really quickly break down like what the app is about, what you do on it, because it might be a bit confusing if you guys have never heard of it or you've got no idea what I'm talking about. So the app's called Zombies Run, and like I said, the aim of it is to get you more into going on walks and going on runs, because what you do is you kind of, whilst you're walking or running, you go through these interactive stories where you collect supplies. I say stories, but they're actually called missions. So you have different missions that you can use. One thing to note is that this app is actually free, but certain things require like a membership, which you do have to pay for, which I didn't do. I just got the free version and I just did everything that I could that was free. I have no idea what my mission is called. It doesn't have the name, but it's like the zombie one. It's literally like when you sign up, it is literally the one that like is first for you to try out. It's a dystopian future where basically the world has just gone to shit and there's zombies everywhere and you're surviving. You basically have to go on these missions, which is when you're walking or running, and you collect supplies while you're doing that. There's loads of different options you can add on and have off, and I'll explain all that in a second. Yeah, you have to complete each thing. You can choose how long or how little you want to do it for as well, which is quite good. And then when you come back, you have this thing called a base. So that is what you kind of use supplies from, and you use it to build a bigger base here. And then you have different buildings and you can upgrade them, and it helps your defense. So it is like a game and an interactive story in one, which is really useful if you're into games like this and you need a way to get into running or walking more. And yeah, so after each run or walk, you can go and see if you can upgrade your buildings or add new buildings in. It's just a really different way to get into running. Okay, when you go to start a mission, you have GPS tracking, chases, musical, and set duration. So with GPS, it tracks where you actually run, which I wanted because I wanted to see how far I ran and whereabouts like my actual route was, if that makes sense. So when you run or walk, you have the option to have this thing called chases on, and that's basically where randomly throughout the interactive story, they'll like say to you, you need to run like zombies are coming, which sounds so cringe to say, but they do. And then when that happens, you have to run. If you don't run and the zombies catch up with you, you literally lose all of your supplies. So it's optional, you don't have to have it on. I had it on because I wanted to run. The music, you can have external music, so I had Spotify on whilst I was doing this, which is quite useful. So they don't talk to you throughout the entire run. Like there's moments where they talk about things, and then there's moments where it's just like you listen to music, so it's quite good. You get a good balance of it. It's not constant like talking, so it doesn't get too annoying. And then you can set how long you want to actually run for, so each mission depends on how long and how short you can have it on. I'm just lazy, so I always do the smallest one because I can't run for that long. Yes, that's basically the app in a nutshell, and like what the features that comes with it. If you do get the app, all of this is obviously explained. I just thought I'd let you guys know if you guys are interested. Now I'm gonna actually get on about how I kind of got on doing this, because it was a bit of a struggle and I do have really mixed feelings about the app as a whole. I'm gonna go through and kind of explain each day. The first mission I had was called Jolly Alpha 590, and I ran 1.98 kilometers, so it's basically 2 kilometers. I did it in 20 minutes. I had a mix of walking, running, and then walking really fast. I had the chase thing on so that there were random moments when I'd have to run, and I found it so like much better than just running normally. I really enjoyed it. I think it was nice to have a little reminder to actually like try hard. On the first day, I was really happy with the app. I was really feeling it, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually so happy that I found this. Like, I think it's really gonna help. And then the second day, I ran 1.8 kilometers. I did that in basically 20 minutes again. So it was the same. It was a mix of running and walking, and I really enjoyed it. I was getting more into it actually. I was really into the story because the story is actually really interesting. Like I actually did enjoy listening to it. Having the chases on does actually really help you to remember to run, like I said. Then the next day I had really bad leg pains because I didn't thoroughly stretch before and after. Like I would do a little warm-up, but nothing too intense because I just wanted to go and run, which I really do not recommend doing. Like you need to stretch, which I've learned. Like this has been a massive lesson to me because I was in so much pain. I couldn't physically run. Like I had to spend the rest of the week walking most of it. I'd have small moments when I'd run every now and then, but I had to walk the majority of it because my legs were in so much pain. Yeah, so the next day I walked, and I walked 4 kilometers in 1 hour. I actually did have a situation happen, so I actually took my dog on a walk, which is why this is so long. So I took my dog on a walk on this day when I was doing this, and she actually got stuck in this thing, so I had to climb in and try and get her, and it was just a whole faff. It was a whole situation, so that's why that one is so long. It wouldn't normally be that long. The day after that was Monday, and I did the mission A Lost Child. So yeah, I did 2 kilometers in half an hour. The majority of it I did actually walk, or I would just do like a really slow jog because I couldn't actually run. And this one actually really annoyed me because I wasn't properly running. It wasn't like, I think this is only effective if you run, because I was walking, and because it's, ow, I just stubbed my toe. Because this game is like a zombie apocalypse theme, you do have like a lot of loud noises that kind of go on, and in this one, because it's called A Lost Child, there was so much like noise of a child screaming, and it was actually horrible. Like I hated it so much. Like I wanted to turn it off, but obviously I was doing this video, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna turn it off. But I really hated it, did not enjoy it. It could just be me, but I just did not find it fun when I was walking. I just realized that you can literally see where I live on this. Maybe that's not a good idea. But yeah, so then the final day I did 2 kilometers and I did it in half an hour. I did try running, but like I said, my legs were really sore. I found the mission like really annoying, and I just really wasn't into it. Oh, and actually one really like crazy thing that happened on that run, I actually was low-key followed, so it was quite a traumatic experience. So that I just wasn't in a good mood that day that I did that walk slash run. But anyways, my final kind of thoughts is that this is a good app. I do think it is a good app, but I think it's only good if you actually run. If you're walking, it's not really entertaining enough, I'd say. Personally, I think it's really good for running because it first of all makes you lose track of time. Like when I was doing this, I did not realize that I was running for like 20 minutes. I thought I'd been running for like 10. It really does make you lose track of time, especially when you have the chase thing on. It's actually really useful. When I was walking and like taking my time, I guess, not forcing myself to try really hard because I had hurt myself obviously, but yeah, I found that it wasn't that entertaining, and I actually found it really annoying at one point. The good thing about this app though is that they have so many interactive stories. It's looking like, if you ever played Episode, that interactive game, it's kind of like that, but it's like in your ear and you don't get to choose things. So maybe not, but you get what I mean. I probably will use this again. Like once my legs are like a lot better, I'll probably use this for like when I go on actual runs. When I saw this on TikTok, the main reason people were going crazy about it was because it had the option to build a base and to kind of build like, it's not a city but kind of like a town. I didn't find that interesting in the slightest, if I'm honest with you. Like all you do is upgrade certain buildings and add new buildings in. Like that's all you do. I've played games before where you build cities and villages and like towns and stuff like that, and they're really entertaining. I didn't find this as fun, and I get that it's like a 2-for-1 thing because you have an interactive story and you have that, but I just didn't find it as interesting and as fun as everyone else did that I saw like do this. From what I kind of saw and what I kind of did, it wasn't something that I would really be like going crazy for. This is a really random different video to what I normally do, but I hope you guys found this useful. If any of you guys are trying to find like a way to get into running, definitely give this a go because I think it will really help. Just make sure you guys stretch and cool down and warm up and everything like that, because I didn't, and it kind of ruined the whole experience for me. If there's any other apps or anything like that you want me to try out, let me know because I'm more than happy to. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.